Don't Talk About It, sad version, Skydxddy. Of course, there's going to be a sad version of whatever this song is. Because the person who loves to send me these loves to hit the emotions hard, especially when they don't even mean to. So, we'll see how this song goes. And I'm wondering if I made a mistake putting everything on random. um, Real quick. Now, just by the name, Don't Talk About It, got a feeling goes along with what I was saying before. Keeping things to yourself to try and fit what others want and others need. But that's just my thought just from the title. So let's see how this goes.
Don't ask me how I'm doing, I'm gonna lie to you. I feel the need to please my people, it's just what I do. So try.
Called it. Being a people pleaser, which I have been my whole life. I have always tried to adjust myself to please everybody else. And the line I paused at, dry your tears, I've always got you. Even those that hurt me, I still try to be there for them.
Your tears, I always got you, ain't as bad as it seems. I can't imagine if I lost you, you mean too much to me. I'm writing paragraphs to beg you not to end it all tonight, cause I know that you would always do the same for me, right? If the roles were reversed.
That part right there, begging you not to end it. I know you would do the same for me if the roles were reversed. But I'm one of those ones, I'd beg, I'd plead, I'd do anything in my power. But I've also come to learn that the people that I thought felt the same way about that would beg and plead and do anything in their power for me, they wouldn't.
And I was fading away. You take my 13 reasons why, give me a million to stay. What do you mean you
And I can tell this is about suicide. So I'm kind of glad I'm doing it now and not in a couple weeks. Because in a couple weeks, it's the anniversary of my cousin's suicide. But even not even thinking of the suicide, even just ending relationships, ending friendships, it can fit with that. The whole, I would do anything. Why can't you talk right now? All that. But I can tell this is taking a suicide turn. So I'm going to try and keep it focused on that aspect.
can't talk right now? I knew I was a burden. No one wants to talk to me when I'm really hurting. And this is why I lie, why I smile and fake it all. Being broken isn't hot to you. Depression's a turn off.
So many people try to hide their depression. I'm good at hiding my depression. And it gets hard, especially when there's so many people that I care about that I would do anything for, that I don't know if they would do anything for me. But depression is a hard subject.
It all, pretend again that everything's okay. Save the mental breakdown, save the tears, ignore the pain.
So many people try to hold off on their mental breakdowns. And I can... I can understand trying to hide the mental breakdowns because I had one. I had where it was building up to a bad one. And I ended up having a bad one, and it ended my relationship. Or rather, the reason behind the breakdown ended my relationship. And so, hiding the breakdowns, ignore the pain, all of that. I can understand that. Because when you're depressed, you want somebody to be there for you. But 99% of the time, they're too wrapped up in their own lives or their own depression to even notice what's going on with you.
Till you're alone, so no one sees you at your worst. Cause the more you open up, the more it fucking hurts. Oh, nothing that I do for you is ever good enough. Get out of my head, you ruined everything I love. Can't even go home, the memories might eat me alive. I'm dying, but I'm trying to.
I feel this. Sorry. I feel this very much. I haven't even considered suicide. But how bad the depression can get. Sometimes the thoughts go through your head that you would be better off not around, but yet you're still trying to survive because you care about all these other people and you don't want to put them through the depression of losing you.
Survive. I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying to provide. I'm lying to myself when I say that everything is fine. How will self-care if there is no self-love? How to remain selfless as I create more cuts? Why do they stare like I'm a freak in a cage? Do you really fucking think that I enjoy this pain?
Some people seem to enjoy others' depression, and it's hard. I hate the thought of anybody being depressed because I know how bad depression can hit me. And I try to do everything I can to help those, even if it makes mine worse. And to think that somebody would be okay with their depression making my depression worse? It's like do you think that I enjoy the pain? I'm putting my depression and letting it build more and more to try and help you out of yours. But you're not doing anything to help me out of mine.
Don't you know that I loathe it when you all press your little noses as you kill a little piece of me and then offer condolences? I think I'm out of my mind and I don't want you to know, but I cut deep this time because I want to let go. Hang in there, baby. It sounds so easy and basic, and it's easily said from someone who already made it.
The most frustrating thing you can say to someone who is fighting depression or is suicidal is things will get better, because we don't know that. Telling us to hang in there, we don't know that things are going to get better. I mean, I was told not to let my depression take over because the person I wanted to spend the rest of my life with was going to be there with me forever. And then I had a breakdown and now they're gone. It's not easy and basic. And it says, easily said from someone who made it. But the thing is, depression's something we all fight. Some fight it easier than others. And it's something that's always going to be around. Nobody has made it. Everybody's got depression. It's just to what extent? Is it just a little bit of depression that can easily be overcome? Which, for them, kudos. Okay, if my mental ability is only for this much depression, and you've got this much, cool, you're making it. But if I only have this, can only make it through this much depression, but my depression feels like it's this much, it's going to be a lot harder for me to feel like I can make it.
I ain't strong enough to make it through another day, and I'm so fucking tired of saying it'll be okay. Prove that shit or get out of my face, cause you don't know what's in my head or why I numb the pain away, and you don't care neither. So stop acting like you do.
So many people say they care, but then and act in public like they do, but in private, different. I'm one of those ones where what you see in public is what you get in private. The only time that's changed for me is when somebody has proven who they are in public, and I continue to play nice because I want to keep the peace. And even in private, I will play nice, even if you are killing my mental ability, my mental health, I will continue to play nice until I snap. And my best option at that point is to cut all ties. And I don't normally do that unless if I have absolutely no other option. In fact, I can only think of one person that I have completely cut ties with, though they have continued to try to get in touch with me, and another person who I have tried to cut ties with, but unfortunately, due to life circumstances, I'm not able to completely, at least not yet.
Oh, I don't need you to be fake. I just needed someone to talk to. Nothing.
The worst thing. I know I just paused and then had to repause. No need to be fake. I just need somebody to talk to. If somebody says they're your friend, but then takes everything that you say and twists it and makes you feel like you're the bad guy because of what you're saying and what you're feeling, they were not a real friend. They were faking it. And if they say it's just them being honest, they're not being honest. Because if they were, they would understand everybody's got feelings and emotions. And they should be there for the ones that they say are going to be their friends. And if it's just them being honest, then they need to accept that honesty when it comes right back at them.
That I do for you is ever good enough. Get out of my head, you ruined everything I love. Can't even go home, the memories might eat me alive. I'm dying, but I'm trying to survive. I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying to provide. I'm lying to myself when I say that everything is fine. I've gotten so used to pretending to be who.
That line that's on the screen right now. That line. I've gotten so used to pretending to be who you need and not who I am. That goes back to the whole relationship thing I mentioned. When I was with my now ex, we were together for almost 9 years. And I continuously tried to change who I was to be who he wanted me to be. I expressed that I did not want something to happen, that I was not ready for something to happen, and I got pushed into it. And I let it happen because I was trying to be who they wanted me to be. And it almost killed me mentally. You get so used to trying to be there for somebody, even when they're not there for you. Sorry. No. Everybody needs to figure out who they are and be for themselves.
Who you need and not who I am. When will I learn my lesson? These are the confessions of an empath in need of a friend.
Very true right there. And the thing is, we all still are learning these lessons.
Oh, nothing that I do for you is ever good enough. Get out of my head, you ruined everything I love. Can't even go home, the memories might eat me alive. I'm dying, but I'm trying to survive. I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying to provide. I'm lying to myself when I say that everything is fine. See how I'm doing.
Oh, God. That was a hard one. And of course, Random took it to another Skydxddy song, Don't Talk About It. Which I have a feeling is going to be right along the same lines. And I don't want to call it yet. I want to try and get a couple more videos done. But goddamn. sad version for sure got me. Okay. I'm gonna have to yell at the person who sent me these. All right.
And I'm gonna lie to you. I feel the need to please my people, it's just what I do. So dry your tears, I always got you, ain't as bad as it seems. I can't imagine if I lost you, you mean too much to me. I'm writing
So I'm guessing this is the same song, just not the sad version. So, see how different it is.
paragraphs to beg you not to end it all tonight. Cause I know that you would always do the same for me, right? If the roles are reversed and I was fading away, you take my 13 reasons why and give me a million to stay. What do you mean you can't talk right now? I know it was a burden. No one wants to talk to me when I'm really hurting. And this is why I lie, why I smile and fake it all. Being broken isn't hot to you, depression's a turn off. So turn it on, pretend again that everything's okay. Save the mental breakdown, save the tears, ignore the pain. Wait till you're alone so no one sees the way you worse. Cause the more you open up, the more it fucking hurts. Every time I open up, I know what you say.
Okay, that's different right there.
It's like you're so fucked gone, you think I'm insane. You said be honest, then you just walked away.
And that right there, that is the sum of what ended up happening and ending my relationship. I was honest, and they walked away.
No matter what I do, it's always the same. Wake up, save up, just play the part and don't talk. It's the middle, miserable, dystopia, don't talk about it.
Very interesting, the beat and everything. And very true, like, the people who know us that don't want to acknowledge our depression. They don't want you to talk about it. They don't want to go with you to therapy to work on it. They don't want to change what they're doing to help you.
Don't talk about it. I give everything I have and it's still not enough. That's why the only thing left in me is just giving up. You said
There have been times where I've said I felt like I needed to just give up. I wasn't really talking about my life, like this song for suicide and everything, but about relationships and trying to be what everybody else wanted me to be.
hang in there, baby. It sounds so easy and basic. I don't need your 2 cents. Maybe you should save it. Taking too much credit for all your little cliches. You don't know what's in my head or why I numb my pain away. You don't care neither. What else is new? I don't need you to be fake. I needed someone to talk to. Every time I open up, I know what you say. It's like you're so fucked on, you think I'm insane. You said be honest, then you just walked away. No matter what I do, it's always the same. Wait.
I think I like this version better. It's not making me cry as much, but it's still hitting hard.
Wake up, save up, just play the part and don't talk. It's the middle, miserable, dystopia, don't talk about it. Wake up, save up, just play the part and don't talk.
It's got a good beat.
It's the middle, miserable, dystopia, don't talk about it.
Oh, that's an ad.
Please.
So, it's got the ad up here. That song, especially the sad version, was really hard to listen to. As you can tell, I cried. The not sad version, it was easier to listen to, but it still hit hard.
You were saying